like yesterday I was just asking Mr. Scanio about early check-in on Saturdays. Because I've heard, does your dorm do early check-in on Saturdays still?
We do, but I don't see the point of it if we check in at 10.
Yeah, so I've been hearing from like on second hand and third hand that dorms have canceled early check-in on Saturday because what is the point of an early check-in on Saturday between 7:30 to 9 p.m.
Mhm.
When we're all stuck on campus and the next check-in is at 10 p.m. So there's an hour-long gap
Yeah.
that we are supposed to like check in. Well, if you're on campus, that still makes a bit of sense, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, to go back to your dorm and check in, not a big deal. Um, and I think it was to encourage, like, discourage students from going out of town too late, just to come back to campus earlier. That makes sense. And but then we're at the KEC, right? So we're like, oh, we'll just
Yeah.
catch the shuttle. But then there's like a ways to get around with it, like checking in on campus in SAC. But then like the mixed messaging because I genuinely didn't know, so I had to like ask Gani yesterday about it in some ways, and I think teachers have mixed messaging. You know about the winter running, on campus or off campus.
Really.
Uh, yeah, like I think on the first day, some teachers emailed uh Mr. Pat Dennehy because they saw us running. Like we were told to run like the Maplewood to Center Street route, and then some teachers saw us, and then they just said, "Oh yeah, there's students running off campus." And then I think our coaches got sort of got like an email saying that that's not allowed.
Mhm.
But then that was because based on the assumption during fall term, cross country could do that, like just do longer road runs off campus because provided social distancing and no contact, no stopping, and everything, it is a good part of important part of training, and it's also safe. So they were talking about that. So and then the coaches were kind of confused of what was allowed, what wasn't allowed as well. So I feel like yeah, definitely more communication
Yeah.
in terms of this COVID thing.
And
Oh,
speaking
so
oh, sorry.
go, you
Well,
go.
I was just speaking of like running off campus. They make it so hard to want to lead a healthy they make it so hard to lead a healthy lifestyle on this campus. They force you the gym is like never open. And when it is, it's like full because of the occupancy, which I understand. But they don't let us run like personally, I think it's very hard to get COVID while you're running without a mask on, like if you're by yourself. But if you're on the
Yeah,
track by yourself, you're forced to wear a mask. If we can't run off campus, which I understand, but it's also like if you want to run, you can't do how many laps around the school can you possibly do? It's less than 2 miles. And it just gets, you don't want to do it. So, and then they feed us poor nutrition food all the time. And
yeah,
it makes it hard to get protein in. It makes it hard to like be an athlete essentially. And yes, I know that it's special times, but like it just reinforces poor habits in a way.
yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely do feel some of that. It's been harder,
Mhm.
and I feel like some changes they've made. I think I live in Casey, so I'm not sure, but I've been hearing that the dining hall has getting improved food since fall term. I'm not sure if that's true. At least there's breakfast now with
Yeah.
with hot breakfast. But yeah, definitely I do feel the pain of like just being stuck on campus running
Mhm.
and a lot of permission asking, but
But
it's
it's
not perfect. But yeah,
yeah.
I do hope they improve in some ways. Probably we could write like a joint proposal sometime about what we think is reasonable.
Mhm.
Like I think there's some reasonable things that we can talk to them about.
Yeah.
Like for example, providing students with better masks for sports if they want them to actually exercise. Because have you seen that like the mask they have been giving us has just been like very like
So bad.
yeah
It's the worst
it's
mask I've ever worn while working out.
yeah I think there's definitely room that we can talk to them with
Mhm.
hopefully. And I know Mr. Velez has been really fighting for us already. Like I heard
Yeah.
a story that I'm not sure who revealed this, but some faculty was in the faculty group chat was saying that essentially that, oh, these students are not following the guidelines in the SAC, or they are not like properly socially distanced while they're walking, or just like minor infractions that don't go hand in hand with the orange level community COVID guidelines, which they have of course they have concerns about, right? Mr. Velez was already like, oh, at this point, I prioritize the students' mental health more than more than more than above all else, because that's important to them, and I want them to have a good time, limited time here in the next, like, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 months, whatever he has. And it's like, if you think that it's not up to standard, then go volunteer for SAC duty yourself. That was what he said. So at that, when I heard that, I was like, felt like very warm. It's like he's really champion of the students at that point.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
very good of him. I really respect that.
yeah. What I thought was like he's not like a dean of faculty liaison, or like a dean of faculty friend. I don't know, but then he really felt like dean of students because he was like standing up for the students. So I hopefully hopefully we can talk to him. I don't know, but maybe
We'll see. We'll see. We'll try and do something.
try and do something. Come up with an entire list of stuff. And I think
Yeah.
they're actually want feedback, because I think a lot of it comes through like as casual comments to advisors or casual comments. If we put something together formally, involve student council, that it could take off somewhere.
Hopefully. And it
Hopefully,
could get together pretty fast.
yeah.